See you, man. How you been?
Good, dude.
You've been blowing up lately. I've been seeing you everywhere.
Maybe someone else.
You know.
So Logan Paul is a YouTube personality.
The key is to just not think, something I'm very good at.
He gained fame from making videos that were funny to his fan base, and it ended up with him doing a lot of pranks and things to get attention.
With over 500 million followers, Logan Paul was enjoying the positive online fame wave. But his desire for even greater attention led him to make a terrible mistake.
Logan made this visit to the base of Mount Fuji, this place called the Suicide Forest, which is infamous for people taking their lives.
Dude, you think that's real?
And he filmed himself with a dead body in the frame.
Well, you never stand next to a dead guy?
It was definitely a shock to people. He faced a lot of backlash online for putting a dead person's body into one of his videos, into one of his pranks, just for attention.
Even Hollywood was horrified by the YouTuber's actions.
It wasn't just a mistake in Japanese culture. I think it would have been a mistake in any country, any culture.
I think people like Logan Paul would probably do anything to be famous, and I would blame him for his actions. There's sort of a lack of accountability, and as long as that holds true, there is no line.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. Most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself.
With celebrities, they are driven to get what they need, which is the eyes on them. And what can happen is they can feel like they're invincible.
Andy Warhol said that everyone will be famous for 15 minutes, and I think social media has let people go on a lot longer than 15 minutes.
Fame's addictive power can be so strong, celebrities will do anything to hold on to their 15 minutes, especially reality TV stars.
Stars will go through a lot of extremes to stay famous. You can look at Real Housewives who maybe engage in battles. Celebrities have definitely called paparazzi themselves and let them know what restaurant they'll be at. You have to update them as to where you're gonna be.
But at any point, their fame could all disappear, a moment many celebrities fear.
Once the spotlight of fame dims, the celebrity goes into a spiral, just like a drug, just like addiction. The brain can't give it up.
They frequently get a withdrawal syndrome. If it's sudden, it can be rather profound, and there can be major depression and mood disturbances. There's also a psychological piece, which is people are going to see me for who I really am.
For Frankie Grande, fame was all-consuming, but the reality star discovered he couldn't handle the fallout.
So once I got off Big Brother and I was so recognized, I honestly thought I was handling it great. I thought I had it all under control. And looking back on it, like, I was terrified. I just didn't know what I was doing. I was being bullied for the first time. I was thrust into this big world where I had to fill shoes that were even too big for me. I really did try very, very hard to drown my sorrows, you know, in the traditional sense of the world, in the alcoholic sense of the word. And I stopped sleeping, and then I was prescribed benzos.
The main correlations between fame and addiction is, again, trauma. Trauma is the inciting spark for most addictions. And again, it's because you can't regulate your emotions. Boy, both fame and drugs are solving the same problem, aren't they?
I think that fame has the power to completely destroy you mentally. People would tell me to my face, they're like, you know, we really hated you. And I'm like, oh. What? I didn't know that was possible. How could you hate me? I'm perfect. I'm amazing. It is powerful enough to ruin someone's life forever.
Coming up.
I react like a threatened man, you know? And I get in trouble for it.
They go into this, like, fight or flight place. They do these really extreme things that seem so out of behavior.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it!
Are you okay for a minute?
Get home, you stupid move!